Here we are. Off-season time. Just take a peek in this Dynasty first round to see if we advanced. Oh my gosh. Bro, okay, dev trait. Alright. Let's go in to our Dynasty, the off-season about to start. As you can see, this is our final job offers. Nothing really too enticing. Justin Burke and Steve Russ. Are our coaches, and when you take a look at the bracket right now, we are into the quarterfinals where Alabama moves on against Michigan. North Texas dominates Fresno State. Notre Dame beats SMU, and then Texas beats Duke. So the first win for the conference in the playoff. See how they fare. They did not fare very well against Texas Tech. 52-21 there, 31-28. Texas beats USC. Then you got Notre Dame beating Miami 38-27, and Alabama whoops up on BYU. So Alabama on a little bit of a Cinderella run of their own right now, trying to get to the national title. And they did not. They got stopped up by Notre Dame, and Notre Dame is going to the national title to play against Texas Tech, who beat Texas by 1 point. There you have it. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are the national champions in the year 2028. They get it done. Run through the college football playoff. They will finish atop the sport even with 3 losses. We will finish at 9th in America. Not the best thing to see in the world, as you see Ryan Day, the head coach of Notre Dame, wins his 2nd national championship in just a few years. Went to the NFL, and Dan Lanning is now the Texas Tech head coach. Willie Simmons finally gets picked up to Georgia Tech. Mac Leftwich is going to be the head coach at Missouri. Manny Diaz is going over to Oregon. Dan Mullen moving over to UCF, and then you got Kirkpatrick, head coach at Houston. Georgia Tech, Charles Kelly. Then you got New Mexico hiring Drew Narmore. Jerry Mack's going over to Rice. Bunch of generics. Brian Williams, DC. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Let's move on to the offseason. This is where things get interesting. Wilder's not coming back. No shock there. Same thing we dealt with last year. With Bo Jackson leaving. Jalen Elder, you're coming back, buddy. Yeah, thank you. Ruggins, you're coming back too. Okay, maybe not. So Ruggins is gone. We got to try to replace that in the portal. Yeah. Wow. Fadakasi's going to come back. Might as well. Jameek Gentry. He's only a true freshman, man. You might as well come back, see what happens. So that does it for players leaving there. Yeah, we gotta wait to upgrade it. Duh. So let's move on. Players leaving, not too eventful. So we're gonna look at the NFL draft here. See if we got any more draft picks here. It looks like we will, based on the XP. Here's the draft results. We got a 4th rounder and Spike Souls, who played for us for 1 year. He ends up going off. Josiah Edmond, a 5th round pick. See, why did you leave with no chance of coming back? Jamarius Wilder ends up getting picked in the 6th round, 7th round for Khalil Wilkins, and 7th round for Bryce Kane, who out of eligibility couldn't come back. Interesting stuff. Merrill and Westerman, we're going to have to take off the board, leaving us with essentially just 5 high school guys right now and a bunch of needs to go after in the portal. So let's address them one by one. We're going to start with the quarterback position. We need a quarterback. Everybody knows this. And Ty Hawkins, pure running quarterback. He's going to be a guy to consider. We also got Tony Diablo. He's got his 3rd already. He's from California. We'll add him to the board. Then we also got Amon King here. Go and think about him because he's from Georgia, so let's add him. We need a couple of running backs, not just one, and it helps that a lot want to come here. Neil Otis, an elusive bruiser. Anthony Rogers, Turbo Rogers from Alabama, going into his final year of college eligibility. We're going to try to get him started his college football at Ohio State. Going to be very curious to see how he does. And then Reed McAfee is going to be an interesting player to watch for in this process. Wide receiver, I want a dynamic wide receiver for sure. Got a good speedster in Isaiah Mosey down here. Another speedster in Donovan Murph. Woolly Hand, a contested specialist at 6'6", is going to be worth a shot at. Tight end, we got a guy from Virginia who has his first in Lamar Potts. Might as well go after him. See if tackle, anybody's expressed an interest. We got a couple of interested prospects here. Yeah, we can't go that crazy though. Napick, I'll take off the board because we got to go after other positions. Never need a center, man, for whatever reason. Bossanez has us 3rd, and then we get our 1st for Jadarius Liggins, so might as well go after them. We gotta find a way to trim this board up, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to the recruiting board here. Oh my gosh, all over the place. Okay, if you're threatened by playing time, we'll see about that. Let's go ahead and take out Roski. I know he was highly rated on our board, but we can't go after all of them. I want to go after all of those guys. Amon King, we're going to know pretty early. Is he going to be worth pursuing? I mean, he's definitely not accurate. He's a true pure runner. Might as well offer him, but I think Tony Diablo is probably going to be the guy we focus on. Yeah. Going to be a threat to throw the football for sure. I know I want Turbo Rogers. I don't need to look any farther than that. Reed McAfee, I'm curious about. Oh my gosh. Reed McAfee might be a stud. So I think we're just going to offer Neil Otis, move him down. I don't think I'm going to put any points on him. Now we really need a will, and Nate Klug could be that guy. Luggins is going to be a big time guy that we got to go after here, and so is Bazanes. I might have to get rid of one of these. Well, no, because we're only going after one tackle. And it's a 4-star and Everett Higgins. Higgins, excuse me. Lamar Potts, a pure possession guy. Let's scout these receivers. See what we got here. 92 speed, 93 excel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Donovan Murph. You are our top prospect out of these receivers. Let's see what Andre Woollyhand has for us. We need to go after 2 corners, so let's take him off the board and put all of our resources into these 2 guys. Curious about Amon King, so we'll do that. And then we know we want both these guards. Might as well max them both out. And then I think with Jocelyn down there, we're just going to give a scholarship in 10. You know what? Let's start with 5. We can do 25 next. And then we need a couple of corners. We're first place for Ben Hanks Jr., a bump and run corner on the outside, and his teammate Jabori Antoine. Let's go after both these guys. It'd be big gets for us. It'd be huge gets. And use the rest of the points on the high school guys. Let's get it ready for visit. I think it's just the high school guys. Yeah. High school and oh, I didn't mean to do that. See if we can wrap up those deals early. I doubt it, but you never know. No commitments. We get locked out for King, and that's fine, but we really, really, really need to land one of the other quarterbacks. And Diablo's going to be a big time get for us, so oh my gosh, and he's got us last place, so we're going to have to add a quarterback. I must do proximity to home, but it's obvious. Oh wait, we can't hard sell, duh. I should have done it with Donovan Murph, but it's fine. We could schedule him for the following week. Championship contenders, top of his list. What's going on with these 2 corners? They both are ready for a visit, so we'll schedule one for week 3, one for week 4. We're first for both of them, so that's big time. Gotta hope that championship contender is important to him. And what about these high school guys? That works out perfectly. We good? Alright, there we go. We do have freshman quarterback coming in, so I don't know. Hopefully, that's the plan. So I don't know if we're in real desperation mode to grab a quarterback in the portal, but we'll see if we can get in late on one. I don't believe, yeah, we're all filled up when it comes to visits. Diablo's got us first. These guys are just not good enough. We got to try to get in late, honestly, with somebody, and I don't know if it's going to work. Kyrie Richard, playing time is his deal breaker, so we'll try with him. Scout him real quick, see what we got here. I mean, he's decent. Try to close that one out. Gotta hope that the hard sell works there. Get off my screen. It doesn't look like we're gonna get him, but all right. Moving on. See if we get any commitments. We should get some commitments going into the final week. We don't. We get locked out a ton. Oh my gosh. No way, bro. How did this go so wrong? It was looking great, and we lose out on Turbo Rogers. We lose out on McAfee. Oh, nope, didn't want to do that. We are not trending in the right direction for Diablo either. Not trending in the right direction at all. Klug, Otis. Can we get in late on a running back? Jorgensen is the last guy we can really go after at the quarterback spot. We'll sell out for it. All right. Moment of truth. Right tackle Kevin Bono. I don't need to write this all down now. Right guard, Furleski Martin. Quarterback, Gage Renaud, comes in from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Caleb Byler from Savannah, Georgia. Wide receiver, Jose Ty, who's a gem prospect. We'll see. Donovan Murph does commit to UAB. Pretty big get right there. Jadarius Liggins, also a decent get there at edge rusher. Eric Reishi coming in from Southlake, Texas. And then you got tight end Lamar Potts coming in from Oregon. Right guard Max Buchanan coming in from Florida. Quarterback Kyrie Richard does end up committing to us from Pensacola, Florida. He is a transfer. Halfback Keegan Boye does commit to us, and so does quarterback Jorn Jurgensen. Okay, so we get a handful of quarterbacks, even though we missed out on some. I don't know how we missed out on Antoine and the other Miami DB. Like, some of this stuff, man, makes no sense in the final week of recruiting. Maybe selling out a little bit too early, I guess. The fact that, oh, they're both staying at Miami. Wow. Wow. So Miami recruited them back. Similar situation to what we got. Terrence Malden goes to Michigan. Jocelyn goes to Hawaii. Higgins goes to Maryland. And Diablo goes to Arizona State. Not shocked. Just unfortunate, but we're still all right. Hopefully we get the development we need at the quarterback position. We have recruited decently the last couple of years at quarterback. We just need somebody to emerge. Gage Renaud. Caleb Byler. There's Eric Ricci. There we go, Kevin Bono. I mean, safe to say we got a lot of quarterbacks. um, very safe to say in that respect. Guess we should stick to recommended for now. App State and Stanford, and I knew that. I just wanted to verify. Boye from Baylor. Donovan Murph from Pittsburgh. Lamar Potts from Virginia. Buchanan from Mississippi State. Martin from Miami, Ohio. Liggins from USF. And that wraps up the transfer portal right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. 8 guys. Plenty of guys that had us first. We just didn't go after them. When you look at top classes, we got to go all the way down to number 28 to find us, but it's still a good improvement. We're getting 4 stars. We're just slowly leveling up our recruiting. We got a decent amount of prospects this year. Now on to position changes. We got to start by going to athletes. We do not have any. And this is how full our quarterback room is. We got a lot of guys. A lot of guys, and it's all going to be based on the development. Reynolds has started development, so we'll see how that goes. But our top 2 guys right now, they're normal. And then we got Richard right here with an impact. And then Jorgensen also with an impact, and he's about to be a senior. So it's very clear that we wanted to move on. We're going to have to see that development a little bit for Dante Addington. Boye is going to be right there with him, but we're not as deep at running back as we are used to. Donovan Murph is going to be the star player, but having guys like Jalen Elder and Tyrell Dre and then Brandon Hotch, who came in from Coastal Carolina, I mean, some of these guys are going to have to make an impact. Potts has an impact. Dev trait. We'll see if he can pass up with Omiyale. Aji Dahoon is back. I always struggle with that name, man. So that's big to have him back. We're good at right guard, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to move some of these younger guys to left guard, but starting lineup-wise, I don't want to mess with development too much. There's Percy Cooper, who just redshirted. He's got an elite dev trait, so I'm excited to see what he can do. He's penciled in as a starter for next year. Decent at edges, good at defensive tackle. Casey Tanner should be a really good player. Thin at the Sam spot, not very good at linebacker. At Mike linebacker, we need a little bit of development there. Steven Stupar, who we recruited out of JUCO, is back, and so is Darren Johnson. So we should be fine. This is where we need to see a little bit. Star dev trait for Alex Suggs. Let's see how that pans out. We'll see how that pans out. Salim Cutting. Star dev trait. Hey, with a normal dev trait, but played decent when he came into the game early as a young player. Hadrulahu as a star dev trait. Just keep an eye on that. So yeah, it's about all we gotta do for position changes. Let's move on to training results. Level up the coach. Dev trait. Zach Johnson. Dev trait upgrade. Also get a dev trait upgrade for Penson at cornerback. That's big to have. We need an alpha in that room. Training results. What do we got? Murph is our top player. Addington only added a couple overall, so. But you did see a little bit of development here with, first off, Jurgensen. He's pretty quick, too. He can move. Might be the guy. Based on the stats, I think I like Jurgensen. He's got some good stats, man. Some good stats. He's pretty decently athletic, too. At 6'3", compared to Kyrie Richards, 5'11", 191. Incoom, decent development. I just don't know how much I can trust him, man. I really don't. I think Jurgensen is going to be our guy. Week 1. Bouye kind of established he's going to be the starter with his offseason improvement in his first offseason here. Elder with not much improvement, but C.D. Gill definitely took a huge jump up. So did Hotch, and Trey took a couple leaps up, but C.D. Gill definitely got to watch for this year. Didn't get the development by Potts, but we did by Paul Clinton. Paul Clinton is much better than he was last year. Both these guys more so blockers, though. All right. I like what I see from the O-line. Yeah, our O-line looks really solid. Edge rusher, Alex Flowers took a step forward. Johnson looking to be that edge rusher on spread out packages. Yeah, Darren Johnson. Ordonez, these might be our starting 3. Cornerback, it was a big concern. Well, Gordon Pear made that concern a little bit less of a concern. Still, again, didn't really see the development we wanted at that position. We did at safety. Look at Markel Settle coming out of nowhere. Looking nice. Not as much as strong safety. Calcaterra didn't develop, but D'Angelo Page did. I like where we're sitting. But this is going to be the fun part. Next offseason, it goes into place. Let's look at encouraged transfers first. I think we're good. Yeah, we don't need to encourage any. But the conferences are about to change drastically. Let's get to it. I'm going to start with the Big Ten. I feel like this is the easiest to move. So what I'm just going to do is just move teams to independent that I don't want in the Big Ten anymore. This is for a placeholder. This is just a placeholder. You can empty out independents. I plan on doing such. Pretty sure we're going to move Nebraska out. It's definitely another team I was wanting to add to this mix. Oh, I know who it was. Move Iowa State to the same conference as Iowa. So that's a new look Big Ten right there. We'll go back through all these conferences. This is going to be just a scrambled mess here for a little while. Oops. That's not what I was trying to do. Looks so much better already. But we're not done. We're not done. Oh, there's Stanford. To be determined on that. We're going to continue to work. We're making some of these determinations based on recent success if needed. Got these Florida schools in the ACC. You can make an argument they should be in the SEC. I'm not sure. Put them back in the American for now because it's not necessary at the moment. We have the power conferences close to what I want them to look like. So now we gotta first let's turn off divisions here. That just seems like a more natural fit as far as regionality goes. That's good. This obviously isn't. That conference seems good as far as regionality goes. Just need to figure out how to get Rice over here rather than just moving them, which, I mean, might work. Yeah, they got 13. Conference USA's got 11. So, any of these teams... None of them are in the Big 12 footprint. They're all in the ACC footprint. I could just simply do this to start things out because they're not already a power conference. So that's 14 and 14, 16 and 12, which is fine for now, but I would want that to even out at some point. We just kind of need teams to emerge from the pack. So maybe the first year we take out the bottom 4 instead of the bottom 2 in the Big Ten for the top 2 in the MAC. I mean, they're not really a West Coast footprint, but at the same time, like, they're at the western edge of Texas, and they got a lot of history with, like, New Mexico. Wait, where's New Mexico State? That's perfect. That's perfect. That's a perfect switch right there. That's a dozen. We're at 16. None of these are Texas schools. Arkansas State and Memphis would be really like the first on the regional chopping block here. There's 136 schools. Where are... Oh, there's an odd number here. Let's see this. I mean, yeah, there's really not much I can do about that. I would have to... Oh, wait. Question is like, what team drops down? I guess I would just take one team that doesn't fit. I guess Oregon State could. $16, $14, but that's all right. Again, we could try to even that out. This is the ACC footprint, and we basically added Florida to it, took out South Carolina and Georgia and put them in the Southeast. I don't hate it. I'm just trying to make sure that everything looks all right. What's Coastal Carolina doing over here? They're in the Big 12 footprint. Oh, man. I don't want to move Memphis. I would probably move Arkansas State. Excuse me. See, I did think about putting Arkansas here. I just can't find a way to do it. I mean, I think that's all right, though. Arkansas State's not that far off the beaten path from Big 12 country, and Arkansas throws a fit anyway. about playing them, so I think everything looks just about regionality wise. I think everything looks great. Now it's about conference rules. So, here's how we're going to do it. 8 for a dozen, 9 for more than a dozen. And then we're going to go back through and do protected rivals. We're going to give everybody one protected rival. One protected rival per conference. One protected rival. Whoa, wait. Where's James Madison and Liberty? Did I leave them in here? Yeah, I did. Phew, okay. James Madison's already in here, but Liberty too. Hate to do it. Hate to do it. Put them in the Big 12 footprint. Nobody here's a Big 12 footprint school, are they? No. Is anybody in here? Well, everybody's where they should be. Everybody in here. You can make an argument about but we're already so thin there. Who else could be Big 12 footprint? La Tech. Anyway, so now they can play 9 because this is now a 16-team league. That's a 14-team league as well. Anyway, App State and James Madison probably. Let's do that. No, because James Madison and Liberty are arch rivals. So we got to have them play. Army, Navy makes sense. Old Dominion, that makes sense. Actually, no, East Carolina makes more sense. Well, East Carolina makes a lot of sense for Charlotte, too. Delaware playing FIU, that makes no sense. Let's do Temple. Oh, I did not do that right. Oh my gosh, I'm mixing up. Okay, that makes sense. See? Making sense of this all. Temple and Buffalo kind of makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Delaware and USF just admitted. That's the one team I'm going to have tricks with is Delaware. Here. But for a season, I think that'll be fine. Boston College, Syracuse makes sense. Duke, North Carolina, Florida, and Florida State got to be, well, yeah, Florida and Florida State. Any historic, like, oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Maryland, Rutgers, NC State, Wake Forest, Virginia, Virginia Tech, Boston College, Syracuse. Yep, that's good. You only get one protected rival. That makes no sense. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, I'm so brain dead. Where's Iowa? Here's Iowa. Okay, found Iowa. That's perfect. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, we're good here. You only get one protected rival. Okay, that makes no sense. Actually, I almost feel like Baylor and Houston are a better rivalry. And then you can get TCU and SMU. Texas A&M and Texas Tech. Colorado and Nebraska. Like it. I don't love it, but it's alright with the Big 12 history there. That's going to do. Protected rivals. Really nobody around Air Force. Sam Houston's a good one for them. I think Arkansas State and Memphis are kind of natural rivals. That makes no sense. I think that works fine. There's no real rivalry there, but who would Louisiana Tech really have a rivalry with in this conference? I think I'm going to have to go with that. Akron and Kent, obviously. Central and Eastern. Bowling Green, Toledo. Miami, Ohio, and Ohio. Marshall and Western Michigan. It makes sense. There's no real rivalry for those two. Ball State, Northern Illinois. That's good. Moving on to Mount West. Colorado State. Okay, let's, Nevada and UNLV are very clear. Oh, made that mistake. Oops. New Mexico State, obviously. That makes so much sense right there. I mean, this doesn't make sense, but like you see them play all the time. Now this is the one that makes no sense. San Diego State and Hawaii makes a lot of sense. That's good. I like it. Pac-12. Getting back to our roots over here. It's obviously going, well, for now we can do, ooh, I don't know. This is tough. All right, let's just fill this in pretty easy here. Utah for BYU, Arizona for Arizona State, Washington State for Washington. Even though Boise State makes a lot of sense there. USC, yep. Oregon and Cal really doesn't make any sense, but Oregon and Stanford does. Stanford, Cal. That works for me. Until Oregon State can get their crap together. Moving on to the SEC. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button. Again, one protected opponent, Alabama, Auburn, obviously, Arkansas, LSU, Clemson, Georgia would make a lot of sense, but you also have Clemson, South Carolina, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Vandy, Tennessee. Perfect. And finally, our conference for a year. If we win this conference, we're off to the SEC. It's that simple. I think Troy is probably our, well, maybe Southern Miss. I don't know. Well, no, because that may, well, but that also makes sense. With South Bama. All right, we're dropping the ball here. Coastal Carolina and Georgia Southern seem like a rival. We could play Jack State. Or Tulane could. Yeah, but Tulane and I got no problem playing Jack State. Kennesaw State and Georgia State, that makes a lot of sense. You know that Georgia, well, no, because Georgia Southern, so let's flip that. Obviously, that, yep. All right, I'm good with that. We are a 14-team conference, so why are we playing 8 conference games? Other than I just want a tougher non-con, or I want a tougher slate. But that does it. Conferences are realigned, and the promotions and demotions start now. Now, you know what this means, though. We got to make sure to schedule tough out-of-conference games. We're going to start with a home game, though. I want to play North Texas. Actually, no, we got to play Memphis. Unless Memphis is already on the schedule, maybe? No? We got to find a week we can play Memphis. Ah, haha, you're coming to us. You're coming to us this year. Oh, we need that to be a home game in the worst way. Who would come to us? I mean, we just played at Michigan. They might as well come to us. So let's do that. We'll play the game this year. Play both sides of that rivalry. Start the season at Tulane, Yeoman Stadium, somewhere we never played in the American. Then we play at South Alabama, at Georgia State versus Georgia Southern, at Jack State versus Southern Miss, at Ohio State, at Louisiana versus MTSU, bye week versus Memphis versus Kennesaw. 3 home games to close out the year. It's kind of worked out that way because of Memphis's availability. What was these guys' deal breaker? Ooh, man. Looking smooth there. See if we get any instant commits. Highly doubt it. But we're going to be given a good shot to land our first 4-star or 5-star this year. We're going to offer all these guys some playing time. What's his deal breaker? Yeah. We're going after big fish this year, knowing that, hey, we win the conference this year. We're going to be playing in the SEC. Put him towards the top. We'll see how good he is. That way I remember to scout him. So no insta-commits, it doesn't look like. Oh! Spoke too soon. We got a strong safety out of Bradenton, Florida. Can we scout him? No, we can't because he's already committed. Trevion Tribble. Trevion Tribble. We get to start on year 5. That didn't take very long. Now to scout guys, we're going to start with Tyree Keaton at quarterback. Ooh, he's a bust. Let's get him off our board. Okay, why is it glitching? It's not letting me use the rest of my points. He's a bust, but he's still worth pursuing. He's really good. Mixon's real good. He's a bust, but again, still worth pursuing. I'm not going to put him even as far down. Wow. Probably an elite dev trait. You see those ratings that just like don't pop out to you? But you see that gem? Ooh, you know he's going to be good. Now these numbers pop out a little more. Nazir Dole. He's the best receiver we got on our board so far. Yeah, he's the best. Eric Frisch. go and redshirt some players. Going to redshirt Reynald down here. Definitely can't redshirt there. Redshirt Ty, who's got an impact depth trait. He's supposed to be a gem. Redshirt all of these guys. Save them for the future. Redshirting Suggs, star dev trait. Shakir, more ready to play. Well, maybe not more ready to play. He's just slightly better, but he's going to have to play. All right, Jorn Jurgensen is going to be our starting quarterback day one. We'll see how it changes, but based on his physicals and just, well, yeah, I mean, he's definitely better. Keegan Bouye. We're going to have Potts above Clinton, even though Clinton upgraded so much. Yeah, I'd say that's good. Yeah, Zach Johnson played great. No reason to take him off the field. I have Ordonez start as our Mike, Stupar as our Sam, Penson, Pear, and then there's Meekins. Settle, yeah, I want Settle to start over Cutting. Might want Salim Cutting to start here, though. Over Josiah Crawford, Salim Cutting. Kick returner, ooh, this is always the fun part. You know why? Because we always have the best kick returners in the nation. Tyrell Dre can be the other one. Whoa, wait. What about C.D. Gill? I'm good with that. Yep, I'm good with that. Definitely can't afford that. Got to see how Salim Cutting cuts it there. No pun intended. Donovan Murph is going to be that guy. Richard Sr., Jorn Jurgensen, Kyrie Richard. And then we're going to change these numbers. Swag out these guys a little bit. I didn't think I could. All right, our captains. I'm going to start with Jorn Jurgensen, going to be our captain at quarterback. I think Zach Johnson definitely deserves a captain role with how hard he works. Cade Martin on the offensive line. You need your center to be that guy. He can be that guy. A former 2-star, multi-year starter though. Let's go with Darren Johnson. All right, we are ready to start the season. Let's roll. Week 0 bye week. It's all recruiting. All right, we are not in the preseason top 25 for the first time since year one. As you can see, North Texas is. They're ranked 19th. We are the first team out at the moment. Heisman watch going into the final year with regular players. Ethan Grunkmeyer's up there. Keelan Adams from Alabama's up there. And then Gary Wisnowski, a wide receiver from Notre Dame. Akili Smith Jr. is a quarterback from Cal who's up there. And then Elijah Brown, transfer over to USC now, is in the Heisman race to start the year. Start the season. See if we get locked out initially. We do not. Conference prestige. We'll see how that goes. Game one, we are on the road at Yeoman Stadium. Real quick before we go into this game, let's look at their schedule. Just as rehash, play at Tulane middle of the day, then a nice little evening game against Michigan, at South Alabama later, at Georgia State versus Georgia Southern, at Jacksonville State, Southern Miss. We're going to Ohio State for a night game. Louisiana on the road, then Middle Tennessee State, Battle of the Bones, and Kennesaw. Let's roll. Into Yeoman Stadium. Let's go get a big dub.
Welcome to Yeoman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave. And as this city likes to say, let the good times roll. And the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the UAB Blazers.
Conference game to start the year.
Top five in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
We're going to start with the ball.
Kick it off to get this game underway.
Okay.
On the move from inside.
Donovan Murph. Speed. Man, he's got some serious speed. Jorn Jurgensen, the senior transfer from Appalachian State.
You want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform.
See if Jordan can play better than Khalil Wilkins from a year ago. Oh, he airmails his first pass.
National championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt.
Second down here.
Will be on him, right? Even his teammates.
Hand off to Dante Addington. Gain of 3. It's a third down.
Take over to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
Murph, separation, gets the first.
Coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
Gets it to Jalen Elder for a gain of 4.
Moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense. And off from the shotgun.
Addington will get a pickup of 3 right there.
Senior defender. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want
Fourth
to get
down.
attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with
Booyah.
Indiana out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers.
Quickly, C.D. Gill with the first down grab. On fourth down, they are able to convert.
The metrics tell you so often. Go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
Play fake. Oh, man, got stuffed up. Looking for Gill.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Man in motion is Gill, and now they hand it off to Booyah for his first carry, the transfer from Baylor. Third down and 6.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third
Jurgensen looking. Jurgensen under heat, and he throws it away. Fourth down. So here comes a 50-yard attempt from the left hash for Calcaterra. Grant Calcaterra drills it. It's good. 3-0 Blazers.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range.
That's a Grant Calcaterra.
You come away with points to kick this season.
Steven Stupar getting in there to get a tackle, going with some tempo, seeing how it affected them in the conference championship last year. Tulane very familiar with their opponent. And Darren Johnson will get the tackle for loss.
And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse. They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you take people off on your own roster. So
3rd and 11, and underneath, it's a first down on the RPO.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Off the play fake on first
Play action.
down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Taken down by Salim Cutting.
Coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle.
And a sack, Steven Stupar.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Incomplete, looking down the seam. And a punting situation here for Tulane. Chavez sends it deep, and Murph will have a chance at it. Murph gets out to the 35.
Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
Rotate Murph out of the game here for a little bit. Try to keep him healthy, and a nice run there by Booyah. Keegan Booyah trying to get going in this ball game, and Booyah, the tough run, 3rd and 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Gill with the catch, and C.D. Gill into Tulane territory.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands. Like
Jurgensen couldn't get free. Sacked by Gadot.
The Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Dante Addington will get a first down.
At the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down.
Can't hit Jalen Elder.
He wanted to run before he secured it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field.
Addington falls forward, only a gain of 1 there.
Incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the run.
Man in motion is Bouye. Hits C.D. Gill, 1st and goal.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll pull it on.
Jurgensen keeps it. That's a touchdown. It's definitely a touchdown.
This first quarter. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Gives it Zach Williams, touchdown. The freshman fullback finishes it off.
You don't see very often anymore. Who's to say that fullbacks are dinosaurs today in college football? They turn around, they hand it off to the big fella, and he pays it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really
taken down. Crawford and company gets there.
Made the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Underneath, caught, broken tackle and a 1st down.
Running, I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Tulane right back to the line. These 2 guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
Play action and a sack.
Get to him at the 25.
Casey Tanner, excuse me, makes the play.
Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now on 3rd down for this offense. This is a design run. At the 45, on its way.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready.
Breaks into the open.
1 man to beat, and Settle will stop him just short of the end zone. Gales getting going here for the Green Wave.
1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Touchdown.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shoot, quick toss to the right.
Murph will get a 6-yard pickup right there.
A little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Blazers yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
3rd and 7.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long.
Jurgensen looking. Jurgensen pressure. Jurgensen will escape. Throws on the move. It's intercepted. Dylan Sweat diving pick.
They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play.
Going the other way, he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield?
Two tight end, but they're both receivers.
This game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. He'll set up the throw. Trying to set up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the
Come on, man. Perfect play call.
Yeah, that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Faced with a 3rd
and
short
5.
from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Addington with blocks. Addington into Tulane territory.
Out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle.
Murph with the great grab.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Blazers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket breaking down.
Addington cannot hold on.
Right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
He might want another play. The toss sweep to the right.
Bouye
Nice.
stood up, but it's a 1st down.
Move the sticks with the 1st down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Lions on the move. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Man down on
Jeremy
the
Law on the offensive line is down hurt.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
3rd and 6.
Coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone.
Another pick.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Shakes off the defender.
What is going on, defense? What are we doing?
And a first down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Makes the grab. And he was off to the races.
This is getting ridiculous, man.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
I missed him.
Complete. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off play action on first down. Fires it incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles at it.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Just a dot by Mansky.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their... Going into halftime.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. UAB 10. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
So now here comes Richard in at the quarterback spot. Airmails it and picked off immediately. What was that, dude? Oh my gosh. Bring back Jurgensen.
Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What was supposed to be an easy check down.
Zings it complete to the right. Trying to take it back. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one's
2-touchdown game.
And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Final timeout, and Jurgensen will throw it up to the goal line, incomplete. 24-10. Defense needs to start playing better. Like, yeah, we need to stop turning the ball over, whatever, but...
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
And the Blazers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway.
Defense can't stop a nosebleed today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Tulane right back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, the power run here.
We got the stop we needed. 3 and out. Fourth down.
And stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The kick is on its way.
Here's Murph. Up to the 35.
Return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back on
Shake off the mistakes in the first half.
Give to the running back.
Booyah.
Still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right.
There's Murph, wide open.
As he gets it to the 31.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself.
Misses C.D. Gill. Incomplete.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim,
Oh, he
you
was
really,
open.
really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little...
Murph!
And it's just
With the big
for a quarterback
grab.
to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The Blazers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Great
Jorgensen taken down.
And they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Trying to find the end zone.
Murph runs away from the defense, and it's a touchdown for Donovan Murph.
Took it on in for the score.
24-17, too late.
Will draw them 1 point closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it downfield.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball.
Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Tulane right back to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
With the catch, it's Gregory. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Speechless at our defense right now. No answers.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's visibility, that position. Quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires on the move.
Murph finds his way open again.
This guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the...
Going for the big play.
Oh, catch the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage?
Trying to get C.D. Gill over the top.
Clean. No PI on that one.
Still running at the 35.
Booyah! Scoring!
And he just kept running, and he ran.
Keegan Booyah.
And he'll take it in. Touchdown, UAB. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter.
He lobs one high down the left side.
Broken up by Gordon Pear. Fourth down, a 3 and out.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Donovan Murph out to the 41.
Gets it up to the 41-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David,
Omiyale
if they can't stop you running it,
on the check down.
Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have
Booyah with another nice run.
39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
2nd and 10.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wide.
Murph is wide open again, out to the 16.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with a pass.
Murph gets stood up.
Behind the line of scrimmage, they'll lose yards on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
3rd and 4.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Tough run, Jurgensen down short.
Get to that 1st down line, it'll bring up a call here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense. You're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it.
Turnover on downs.
And it never had a chance. Incomplete. Splitbacks here. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Why is he so open? Or why am I switching to Cutting? Cutting was so far from the ball.
It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go
Broken tackle.
Right now.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air on first down. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Looking for a deep man.
Batted away over the top, and the defense gets another stop.
And head to the fourth. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15.
Murph is tripped up at the 28. First down, UAB.
Ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better
Bouye
job.
bounces it. Keegan Bouye.
The 20. He's at
Just the next one of the stud running backs here at UAB.
and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
Jackson, BB, Bo Jackson,
We are tied up in the fourth.
Wilder, now Bouye,
How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on.
tying the
Going
game up.
70 plus to the house.
Look at Murph getting the initial hit.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The hand to the running back. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll ride the hot hand. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And
Incomplete hit as he throws.
and falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility in the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Cutting breaks it up.
And they
He tried to reel it in at the last second.
Now dealing with 4th down.
UAB gets
Tulane
another
forced to
stop.
Send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 25.
Donovan Murph bursts the speed. He's not going to get caught.
Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
UAB has stormed all the way back to take the lead.
That will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that.
Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Tulane right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finds his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the hurry up.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped for no gain again.
That's not good. Casey Tanner, our star defensive tackle, is down hurt.
The snap sets up the throw. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it
4th down.
Zone, but
Will Tulane go for it?
They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Fires to the wideout.
Batted away by Meekins, and UAB forces a turnover on down. Sean Meekins making the play.
The give to the back.
They still need to work to seal this game up.
On first down, it's 2nd and 9.
Jorgensen
Rushes on him.
sacked.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job.
3rd and 16.
I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Murph!
Wide open down.
They called him short.
And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop.
4th and inches.
The Blazers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground.
Gives it to Bouye, who fights forward. Barely gets the first.
At the 30. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't
Intercepted. No way. He was open. Just missed him, and Dylan Sweat makes the play.
Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tulane right back to the line.
Oh, my bad.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Broken up. Incomplete.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Got him over the middle. First down. Subtle gets the tackle.
Corral, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looking for the score.
Oh, had him.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you wonder if that was the right read by the quarterback on that RPO. Maybe he should have just handed that off because there was nobody open downfield to throw to.
Trying play action. Floating away. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
3rd and 14.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh my gosh. No way he just caught that.
End zone to put 6 on the board. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game.
I can't believe Buddy just caught that. Henry Gregory.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point
Tied
was
game.
good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois.
Addington.
Has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
3rd and 3, and here's the pop pass to Murphy. He's not going to get the edge.
Going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And here comes the punt team.
Page to punt.
He'll settle for some pretty
Down
good
at the
field position.
35-yard line.
35. This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score tied late in the game. Give to the back. And there was nowhere
Crawford
to go
comes
to
up, makes the
stop
play,
these
2-minute
drives in the
timeout.
backfield. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. He's looking to pass.
Play action and looking and incomplete.
And a misconnection on 3rd down.
So one more chance for UAB
Forced to send out the punt unit.
to try to win the game after the defense holds up. Murph already took one back, and this time he's going to get
Team
smoked.
able to wrestle him down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top.
Jurgensen tucks it, slides down at the 43-yard line.
And he slides to avoid the hit.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an
Minute
answer
10
for
left.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Rolling on the run.
Elder could not come down with the contested grab.
It just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll come to the
3rd and
line
11.
at the 42,
Man in
facing
motion,
a 3rd
Addington.
and long. Under fire.
Jurgensen sack, timeout Tulane.
Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense.
D'Angelo Page sends it deep and returned. Taken down at the 25.
No daylight. He goes down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills.
Out of bounds.
First down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down.
Ball's out. No way. Oh, my gosh.
Didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able
Darren
to
Johnson saves the season in game 1.
On the move. Picks up the first down.
Addington, he stays in bounds.
Brought down after a nice game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
25 seconds.
To the ground. He's got it again. This freshman makes the
Timeout, Tulane.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now on comes the field goal unit. And it's good! On opening weekend, a walk-off field goal to win the game! That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make